I was walking innocently one day, and a guy was taking pictures with a really high-powered camera.
Uh-oh.
And I just said hi. Like, that's quite the camera or something. And boom.
Mistake.
Flat earther all over me. Oh, yeah. Full on. Just spieling and started showing. I was like, uh-huh. And I had to start doing that thing where you start walking as the guy's still talking and they don't pick up on it. And so I just, okay, good. Yeah. Oh, they're very interesting. Thank you. And then I just kept getting further and further away.
Well, that was rude.
It wasn't rude.
Jerrod, if you want to know, and I hope we're recording this, I can actually send you the Flat Earth Society headquarters in Hope as well.
I thought you were going to say it's your address. And I was like, oh.
They literally have a frame on the wall.
About 500 miles as the crow flies.
Straight. Be straight.
I don't mind a good conspiracy. I really don't. But I just.
But that one's the R word.
I feel like a pilot at some point would be like, "Hey, why do we have to fake this any longer? Can we just be honest? We're just flying in a box right now." That's a good one. Sorry, Gowdy's really silent. Are we offending your belief, Gowdy?
Yeah. Sorry, I tuned you guys out long time ago.
Yeah.
Gowdy, you still haven't pulled up. I'm surprised. Gowdy's supposed to pull up all these facts. Like,
by the way, I guarantee at the next event, somebody who watched the show is going to mention seeing this to me and just, have you seen this website? I almost guarantee it's going to happen. Okay. Welcome to the Crownsmen Show, everyone. I've got an official intro now, so I'm going to try to read it. Welcome to the Crownsmen Show, the voice of industry, where we talk mining, energy, construction. This episode is brought to you by, Rory, these are the sponsors. Brought to you by Petro-Canada Lubricants, Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer, and by Crownsmen Partners.
Yes.
Do you want to be?
I really like that intro.
Thank you. I'm not done.
I
got 3 paragraphs. You could be featured on one of Crownsman's 5 series: film, on site, in studio, remote. Don't see what goes on behind the scenes trying to get the remote episode done. Or at events. Promote your company to millions of viewers. Join the voice of industry. Email info@crownsmen.com or connect with us on social media. Okay.
Or Rory at crownsmen.com I'm going to stop.
Okay. We've got, I'm Jerrod Downey. I'm your host. I host Also Mining Now. We've got Roy Slack. He is the founder, the president of Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer.
Who's the chairman? Who brings in the
chairman? The chairperson? We are a gender neutral group.
I'm going to
continue old men drinking beer.
Rory Bamford is also one of the founders of Crownsmen and the host of the Construction Show and the Building Energy series.
Go Construction, go.
Welcome, and we want to especially thank Petro-Canada. We got great feedback from Petro-Canada Lubricants, so they're very happy with the show that they do not watch, so thank you.
Good thing that they're not.
Feedback based on viewership, not on...
Yeah, exactly. Just look at the metrics, everyone. And Gowdy Molina's in the studio today. Gowdy, how's it going?
You say that like I'm never in the studio. I'm always here. What are you talking about?
Well, I feel like you're focused today.
Oh.
You know what? I'm leaving. I'm done.
Jerrod tiptoes through an HR landmine every show.
Every time.
You call this tiptoeing? I kind of just... stomp through it. Rory, what are we drinking today? Cranky Old Men recommends a beer. We drink it on the show. I'm still advocating for 2 beer per show, but anyway.
We're working on the 2 beer limit, but...
Could we top it off with whiskey today?
Oh, yeah.
Tequila.
Yeah, all of them.
All of it.
All of
Jerrod
them.
and I, we don't need it
cool.
at all.
It'll be Cranky Old Men Unable to Function After the Show will be the new name for our organization.
Yeah.
This is Hoyne Pilsner.
Yes.
Hoyne, the brewery. They're out of Victoria.
Yes.
On the island, the capital of British Columbia.
Not New West.
For those of us in the know, is that not right?
Yes.
People think of Vancouver as the capital. That's incorrect.
No,
it's Victoria.
It's
correct?
Victoria, and so they have to go take a ferry back and forth to make the rules over there. And but New Westminster, where our studio is right now, is the original capital of British Columbia, and should still be, if you're asking my opinion.
It is, and I know that, Jerrod, because when I visited you in New Westminster, you told me about that. You told me all about that. You told me about Flat Earth. You told me about a lot of things, and it was all very interesting, and I remembered it all.
Well, we were a few drinks in there, Roy. That might have not been my public opinions on things.
Jerrod, are you done your intro, or you have one more segment?
No. We got to introduce the beer, and then Rory. We're traveling all over the globe, all over the world, the U.S., the Canada, and Australia. That's actually it. But one day global.
It's kind of global. It's like. It's 2 continents.
Australia is like 2 days. We love you, Australia. You
Australia,
are a huge
you're a beautiful
supporter.
place.
But damn.
Big supporter.
But damn, it's a long boat ride.
Very long.
Where are we going, Rory? What events are you highlighting?
So the events that I'm highlighting is actually going to be early 2026 because we want to plan this out way in advance. We actually have an event in Vancouver, believe you not. AME Roundup. There's chances to film there. We also, on the construction side, I'm excited for this one, is International Builders Show. I won't abbreviate it, for Orlando, Florida. Jerrod, I think you already have bookings for that one.
Yes, we do. Yep.
And that's all I'm going to highlight today. I'm going to save some surprises for next week.
You're really not going to abbreviate IBS?
You just did. Everybody can. Yeah, you just did.
You know how
Jerrod has IBS.
I don't know what I have. I think I have a few things. I just don't. I'm one of those people that just doesn't check.
Let's talk about our heavy industry tour brought to you by Orica Digital Solutions. ORPRO 3D is purpose-built for rapid grade control optimization. Quickly simulate blast designs, generate mining polygons, and classify material with confidence. And Corporate Traveler Canada, helping companies travel the globe simpler, faster, easier. We're heading to events across North America and Australia and filming episodes on location. Email us at info@crownsmen.com to be part of Crownsmen's heavy industry tour. Every year, construction companies lose millions to theft, vandalism, and project delays. Heavy equipment, tools, and materials are prime targets. And with most sites lacking Wi-Fi or electricity, traditional surveillance just doesn't work, leaving projects vulnerable, costs rising, and deadlines at risk. Vosker changes that. Their solar-powered 4G LTE cameras are built for remote job sites, rugged, autonomous, and ready to protect high-value assets from day one. Through the Vosker app, managers get real-time AI alerts and more than just security. Project monitoring, track construction progress, deliveries, and on-site activity. Safety and compliance, ensure safety protocols and processes are consistently followed. The benefits are clear. Low cost, trailers or guards can run thousands per month. And rapid deployment. No networking required. Just mount, connect, and monitor. Construction is demanding. Security shouldn't be another risk. Vosker keeps site protected anytime, anywhere. Visit vosker.com to learn more. Cutsforth's commitment to innovating technologies for the power industry has been the biggest driver in developing their innovative and unique offerings. Their patented Easy Change brush holder design, shaft grounding, and monitoring systems have been installed across the globe. Ever evolving, they have expanded their offerings through the acquisitions of Insight CM, an online asset monitoring platform, and WSC Consulting Services. They are continuously supporting the power industry through the power of innovation. Visit cutsforth.com to learn more about their products and services.
Okay, we're going to get in. We've got, what do we have here? We've got my top 5 for the week. We've got Rory's winners or loser. I still got to say winner and loser. It's winner or loser.
Or loser, Jerrod. Come on.
And then we've got what we all wait for every week. Rory Slacks, Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer, Secrets to Success. Show's getting so formal.
This week's Secret to Success. You want to talk about landmines?
You know what? I'm celebrating. It's our 40th anniversary next week. So
40 years.
That's why.
How?
The theme is marriage. But how?
Count it. That was And I said some things.
Perfect.
She just gets hurt thinking about it. Imagine where I'm standing.
Okay, well, we're going to get into all that. First, our top 5. All I want to do this week is highlight. I was curious, what are our actual top 5s? I hadn't looked for a while, so I looked up. What are the top 5 shows on that have been featured on Crownsmen so far? And number 1, Rory, you've made 2. You made 2. You've probably done the least interviews out of all of us, and you've got 2.
Did they both have the mustache?
Well, the number 1 did. It's insane.
Mustache is black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck, eat your heart out.
I'm going to keep going. Fleet Space. They do, well, you know more about them than I do, Roy, because you did the interview. They're doing critical geological data in real time. And they've done a breakthrough in seismic sensors and satellite networks.
These guys, Jerrod, they were, and I think we've talked about this before. You know how some guests are nervous, or some guests, their marketing department has given them the notes that they want to cover. These guys wanted to do it with a beer.
Yeah.
They'd heard about this show, and they were lots of fun, and off the cuff, they knew their stuff. Absolutely, they were experts in their field, but they were laid back and they were having fun. And I think that's one of the reasons the show's been successful.
It's the key. If anybody's watching this and thinking about going on the show, that's the key. We know that your business is serious, but the viewers want to enjoy. You have to be technical. You have to talk about real stuff when no one watches. But if you don't have a little enjoyment in it, and if it's too scripted, the audience tunes out. We've seen it so many times. If people are too scripted,
fun is huge. It's so big.
Well, people that watch like industry, right? That's what they want to enjoy themselves and learn about industry. Number 2, I thought this company, and we got some good feedback on this because it was just, we introduced it to people that hadn't heard of it. Inland Tarpon Liner. Basically what they do is they lay down, I'm going to want to read it right. So, unrolls a carpet, hydrates with water, and creates a permanent MSHA approved barrier in minutes. It is just a giant carpet that basically hardens, and then they can like reline. There's me. You can reline like culverts and things like that. So it's extra protection, or so you don't have to replace them. Pretty amazing product. Have you ever heard of it before, Rory?
Cool. No, you know what, I heard about something like it, but it's a cement product which unrolls, and then I think you apply water to it and it becomes a concrete barrier or something. Is that similar to this?
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Yeah. It's
okay. Yes, I have heard of it.
87,000 views, and it was just launched 3 months ago. That can't be right. 3 months ago.
That is correct.
Was it that recent? Or no, that was... Did they do it? They did a couple episodes.
It took a while to approve it. It was filmed in the fall. Yeah.
But look at that. Just rolling that out, and that whole thing is lined. It's amazing.
I'm talking to Jen.
It's pretty cool.
About, like, it'd be cool to see it, like, film it in progress. So we'll see if we can align on that sometime. That'd be a pretty cool shot.
Yeah, we're doing a lot more on-site stuff. We've brought out the drones. We've got different mics. We're looking at different sound mixers to handle loud sounds on site. Because we noticed, not picking on the competition, but we always want to try to be a little bit better. Rory, you and I were doing some research, and we noticed that there's a little trick that everybody's doing on site. They are filming and then just talking, and then they show the sound. We do the same thing. We want to get mics that actually can pick up these machines so that you can hear not just the loud sound, which is what most people do, but you can actually hear that nice rumble of the engines and the actual like creaking of the conveyor and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool once we put... You sent me a list of $1,000 that we need to spend.
We did that.
That's exactly my job.
Show at... I think it was at Mine Expo, and I can't remember the company. It was
right.
Big Feeder.
General Kinematics.
Yeah, and General Kinematics. The general we salute. Anyway, in the background, this big machine was moving, and it wasn't just the sound. Like in the background, it's like our set is moving, and if anyone had, I don't know if it's vertigo or what you have, might have had to put a warning on that show.
But didn't
I was worried? I was worried about that one and the engagement on it. I'll pull up some Lenny stats
There it
for
is.
you guys.
Yeah.
And it was trippy. It was trippy.
Yeah. But I think
it actually looks like the background is AI generated, but that's real.
Yeah.
That's the machine sitting behind
That's
us.
crazy.
Let's post them. The average viewer, that was a 21-minute episode, and the average view duration was over 7 minutes. It was a massive engagement, so we locked people in. They were just like, oh, yeah.
I know.
It's
so
crazy
good.
because we actually thought that because of the movement in the background, I was like, oh my God, people, like even eventually I was like, damn, that hurts my eyes. We thought it wouldn't do as well because of that movement. So I'm surprised that it did so well.
I'm always in a bit of a conflict because, online off works better, but then of course we're dealing with like PR companies, sometimes the executive level, sometimes massive companies. You can't be like, hey, let's purposely mess up your interview so that people online will watch. But we've seen it so many times. Rory, how many times have I said to you, I don't know if that interview went that well, and then the engagement is crazy because it's off, it's authentic. I'm actually like, it's not just like this.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Are you facing the challenges of CO2 shortages in your construction projects? Secure your CO2 supply today with Tomco Systems, the pioneers in CO2 equipment solutions. With over 45 years of experience, Tomco transforms challenges into solutions, offering a comprehensive range of CO2 products for water treatment, storage, and transportation. Tomco Systems' patented CO2-based water treatment and wastewater treatment solutions have gained global recognition for their efficient and precise pH control systems. Whether you need pH reduction for municipal process treatment or industrial wastewater, their line of carbonic acid storage and feed products will provide you with 95% or greater efficiency in reaching your target pH. Don't let shortages slow you down. Visit tomcosystems.com to learn more. Black Powder Solutions provides a sustainable solution to clean contamination, black powder, from natural gas and hydrocarbon fluids over traditional one-time use filters. BPS separators utilize magnetic radial fields to clean, resulting in an operating life of over 22 years and minimal consumables. With higher efficiency and loading capacity than traditional filters, BPS separators protect pumps, metering stations, compressors, valves, and equipment across the hydrocarbon value chain, eliminating the need for conventional filtration and greatly extending service intervals, reducing costly downtime. Black Powder Solutions, Inc., redefining how you operate upstream, midstream, and downstream, one magnetic separator at a time. Visit blackpowdersolutions.com to learn more.
Number 3, I want to blow through these quite quickly. Number 3 is Savonal. This is their 6th episode. So this was the third biggest.
SavonalEquipment.com. Wait, is it SavonalEquipment.com?
It is SavonalEquipment.com.
Okay,
Savonal's wild because they've done They've done like tour sponsors. They sponsor the Mining Now studio. They sponsored backgrounds at CIM. They've done 6 episodes.
Everything.
It's just like a wall. I think sometimes people think they've done 6 episodes over the years.
Oh, wait, new business. We ought to make
And that's the Marmot
study for Savonal.
The Marmot Miner.
Marty the Miner. Yeah.
Marty the Miner.
Marty the Marmot.
It's Marty the Miner.
What? It actually, I don't know if he's properly tagged online, but like they get, because when they sell a piece of equipment, they'll send Marty. They'll give Marty to someone, and so there's pictures of him all over the world traveling up to mines, and it's quite cool. But it's hard for them to like coordinate because people don't necessarily tag properly. So yeah, he just hangs out with us.
68,000 views on that one. Awesome.
Crazy. And then this one,
I got into trouble with Jerrod on that because I got a Marty the Miner, and I took his shirt off.
he ripped his clothes out.
Gave it to my grandson.
So dirty.
And then
Were you
I
wearing
had
the
him in the
mustache?
background on the show, and I got tuned up for that. For how come Marty's naked? This is I don't know if it's a PG rated show or not, but it goes on YouTube, and we have a naked marmot on the screen.
Did you have the mustache at the time?
That won't
I'm a little
happen again.
concerned now.
Yeah, you put a mustache on him. The creepy thing about it, Roy, was that he was still wearing his helmet. So
He had his helmet on.
It was just
Kind of some dress up happening there. That's a little bit of
number 4 is whipware, and Sacradavia actually. But Whipware is still hanging in the top 5 spots. Yeah,
Goodness.
Still in the top 5.
Look at that.
And the engagement on this, the average view time was 19 minutes.
That was when people were in shock. They're like, what is this?
And we'd put 2 guests. We had 2 different companies on the same show. But Tom, Rory, you've known Tom for years.
I mean, Tom and I have worked together at CIM. Tom was a chancellor of Nipissing University, where I got my doctorate, and he's been very involved in the industry. He's a great volunteer. He works in a lot of different areas, and just a really nice guy, great guy to work with.
Well, and it's a neat product because he really was the leader when Whipware came on the scene for like monitoring. Now they're doing like monitoring conveyor systems, but also at the blast. That was, I think, their original thing, right? Taking imaging of the blast.
Yeah. And it's a family business. His son is running it now.
Yeah, who was also Thomas, correctly. Right? Thomas, yeah. But yeah, that episode was done 7 years ago. 7 years ago.
So I got a story to tell about Tom Pelangio, because he gave a guest review on Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer.
Oh, nice.
And the beer he reviewed was a New Ontario, was a North Bay brewer, and it was a big and juicy was the name of the beer. And on the can it says "Big, Bold, and Beautiful." And he said, I first bought this beer because it reminded me of my first girlfriend. And I hope it was the Big, Bold, and Beautiful that reminded him of. Anyway, I've maybe gone too far.
And did he write that in the review, or are you just calling him out right now?
No, you can go online and search it on the website. He's a guest reviewer on the website.
There it is.
Anyway,
look at that.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Wait, it's a bear.
Yeah. So I think he was saying that his first girlfriend was big, bold, and beautiful.
This is a big bird of a
bear. Like a bear.
I hope he was saying that.
Either way, to him, she was big and juicy. That pretty much we know.
See, I wouldn't have. Anyway.
Well, I hope Tom's watching this, and then he can do a guest. He can do another guest review to clear up.
Yeah, let's
this episode.
Let's take some more stories out of Tom. Number 5, and a great supporter. They used to be a great supporter of the show. They're going to see this episode and be gone. Fenner Dunlop, episode 7. Roy Slack again.
What?
Where
am I? Why didn't I get a top 5?
And this is the lesson from all. I don't know, Rory. I don't know. What are you doing? It's coming. You got.
He doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah, Rory. You know what to do.
The other guys do.
Yeah, look. See,
there's still a mustache factor going on there.
Funny, and I forgot.
David had a mustache in Fenner too.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
it's facial hair.
It's the facial hair.
I literally can't grow a mustache.
We know.
Huh. I kind of maybe. No, I don't want to.
Fleet Space. Did the Fleet Space guys have mustaches?
No, but Roy did.
One of them did.
Roy did.
One of them did.
Yeah.
Inland guys?
One of them did.
Inland.
Oh, we found the secret. This is
it's Mark. Ronnie and Mark. I've got to grow my.
Yeah, we got to talk to people.
Well, there was facial hair in Inland. Beard.
They would have been number 1 if they had just a mustache.
Yep.
Just this.
But Fenner, Rory, they've done they haven't done studio sponsorship, but they've done a lot of advertising.
They've done like 96 episode ad campaign, 7 parts, basically 7 episodes across all the different sectors. Going to be over 300,000 views, like with this latest one.
Yeah,
latest one.
That was an interesting show because the marketing group had done a lot of, like, they had tons and tons of notes, and I think the guys were a little bit nervous because how are we going to remember all, and we had to talk about it beforehand. It's not a script. We're just going to have a discussion, and they just eased into it very quickly. but before the show, they were a little bit nervous because they had so much content.
Yeah.
They're thinking, how are we going to cover all this? And we're just going to cover what we can, and it worked out well.
It's it's one of those things you gotta like make the notes, and it's really up to the host to make sure that they cover the topic so that the guest doesn't have to sit there and worry about it. But I think Fenner for me is the big thing with them, because Rory, you're the one that books all their episodes. Is they're just an example of a conveyor belt is not, like Fleet Space. You're talking advanced technology. Inland tarps, innovation, Savanaugh equipment. It's all different types of equipment, so lots to cover there. Whipware, an innovative product, great history. But Fenner is their belts, their belt conveyors.
Yeah.
And their episodes are some of the most popular on the show. People like the hardware. They do not need this crazy new technology to engage. That's not what the industry wants. They want to you have to do a mixture of both. But Fenner, I think, more so than anybody, kind of shows that on the show.
Yeah, their watch time hours on this one, just I was looking at it, 9,600 hours on this latest episode so far watched. The engagement is
9,600 hours of content have been watched?
No, yeah. 96 on that one episode. And the crazy thing is like their engagement is way above average, like 24% of people watching past 17 minutes.
Wow.
And that changed. The engagement went all the way along. Like 20% of people watch 90% or more.
Wow.
Just
conveyors, we don't think about them much, but they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be a huge bottleneck if there's downtime, if there's not working right. And Jerrod, as you know, in these times, there's lots of companies that are doing belt tightening.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Okay. Just quick.
I felt like that required my other mixer.
Yeah, we need the other mixer back.
Yeah.
And just a quick note from from the 6 to 8 spot is the top 5. L&H, Evercore, which is a part of L&H, they pick up the other top 3 spots. Or like the.
Hey, stop trying, Jerrod. I know you're just trying to show your face over and over.
Oh.
I know I wasn't in the top 8 either. Man. Come on.
Okay, and now in the top 20 spots.
Yeah.
Still not.
Spot number 57 goes to.
Somehow Gowdy's
with Red Wave. Yes.
By the way, I have to say, when I saw who was it, Red Wave, that you did the Spanish excerpt into the interview? I hadn't watched it, and all of a sudden I see like the mining now background, but it's a Spanish episode. It was quite fun. Okay, so that's my top 5. Rory, let's get into it. Let's go. Okay. The winner or a loser. Are you going after a winner today or a loser? What are you doing?
I think we're gonna go winner. I think we're gonna chase down some winners. So as you would have heard, is we have Teck and Anglo American. They are merging. So some fun facts. Current market cap right now, because they both Teck exploded up. I don't know if Anglo did. The current combined market cap is $55 billion right now.
What are the market caps of each of them, Rory?
It's $37 billion for Anglo American, and then you've got Teck is down at $28 billion approximately.
Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute.
So the combined revenue though is $36 billion, and before. I'll just give you those metrics because this one is interesting on that one on the revenue side. So for Teck, their revenue in 2024 was only $9 billion. So the immediate thing is like obviously it's probably a win for them in like the mining sense of it. The investors are going to they're already getting rewarded with a healthy bump, like if the pricing holds. Or even goes up more. There are some really good things about this for the merger. You've got them combining a whole bunch of their copper projects, especially down in Chile with I can't say this, but Kalahasai, and those are those two massive projects. Now will have like a lot more. They'll be able to kind of like join forces on those two projects. There was one red flag I just wanted to highlight because I love when they talk about synergies. It brings back our favorite with Munger and Buffett. They're saying like in 4 years they expect to have, I think they said 800 million US in pre-tax synergies. That's not, honestly, I don't really pay any weight to that just because there are two massive companies coming together. But I do think overall the good thing is that they are going to be they're going to be still headquartered now in Vancouver, and the Anglo American CEO is going to be the current CEO for the joint company. Anglo American is much larger because we have to remember that Teck also carved out their coal business. And they have a massive coal business as well. So that was eliminated. I think that was last year it completed.
Wait, so is that now still a separate company? Is there like...
That is separate. Their coal business is all separate.
What is that under?
Their coal business is gone, isn't it?
They sold it, yeah.
Oh,
it was sold to Glencore. It was sold to Glencore.
Oh.
Their steelmaking coal business is gone, yeah. So when you look at their revenue, just for... In a way, it kind of makes me sad because Teck Resources, I was always looking at. I've invested in them multiple times, had huge returns off them. When their past CEO, Don Lindsay, he was always like moving into different markets. He tried to do a big project with Suncor. He got the new mine in Chile going. But then as soon as he left and stepped down, because he was very renowned in the industry. Roy, do you know Don?
Sure. Yeah, Don, I think Don graduated a year before me from Queens.
Okay. Yeah.
And, we both spoke at the 125th anniversary of the Queens Mining School. And,
oh, wow.
And Don's been a supporter of CIM over the years. So I wouldn't say I know him well, but yeah, I've run into him over the years in different capacities.
I always wanted to interview him, but never got a chance to do it. I don't know where is he at now?
He retired.
Is he just retired?
I'm not sure if he's got. But one thing I would say, like
he's on a couple of boards.
He was well respected in just for how he was running that operation. I even remember seeing him. I went to an event and just hearing him when they were getting battered in the markets. They did not care. They did not. Their operations hadn't changed. They at one point were down 90%, their share price. He didn't care. And everybody kind of knew they were, at that point, there was a Japanese family that owned a huge stake in the company. But once he stepped down, the sharks started circling immediately. It was all of a sudden it was kind of they were ready. Everybody wanted to pounce.
Who tried to do didn't someone try to do a hostile takeover?
Yeah, that was
who was that? We talked about it.
They did fend it off. Yeah, they fended it off.
But then that was right after they spun out their coal business and someone did a
Yep.
Who was that?
No, I think they wanted to.
Roy, you must remember that. It was all over.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I can't remember who it was though. But yeah, I remember that.
One of the big players. It wasn't Rio, but Tinto, but it was somebody like that.
It was for the whole business too. That's when they spun it out.
They were going. They announced they were going to spin out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then someone said, "Well, why not we'll just take it over?" Yeah.
Heck. Oh, it was Glencore.
It was Glencore. Okay. I thought it might have been, but it was Glencore.
It was Glencore. So then they ended up taking just the coal business. And so, this is going to be interesting to see. I wanted to give you guys a quick number here because I didn't have it before, but Jerrod, you'll find this interesting too because in 2022, with the coal business, their revenue was $17.3 billion. Now it's down to $9 billion. Oh, actually, it's $15 billion in 2023. After the spinout, down to $9 billion. So Anglo American shareholders obviously have the bulk of pull now in the new merger because they're much larger overall.
Yeah. So that's a segue into my comments, right. Rory, because whenever I hear the term merger of equals, I don't believe it.
Nope.
And so that's why I asked the market cap of the two groups.
Yep.
And at some point, whether it's egos or whether it's just rationale, somebody's going to run this merged company.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole concept of merger and equals, I don't think I've ever seen it actually work. Within a year or two, it's one company's taken over and they've reduced overhead and they've done whatever they had to do. So,
well, even like they've named like the CEO of Teck like co-CEO. I'm like, that's just a stepping stone for removal. It's Anglo's taking. Who knows what actually happens, but Anglo's going to run the show. They're taking over.
Well, if there's any Office fans in here, Rory, have you watched The Office?
The American version.
The American
yes.
version, yeah. When Jim and Michael are the co-managers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then and then the lady comes in, the new owner comes in who does printers. I don't know what that lady's name is. She's a phenomenal actress though.
Oh, Jan.
No, not Jan. No, Jan's hilarious too. But she's a lady from Florida who buys the whole company.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's got the two big dogs.
Right.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's kind of like, that reminds me of you, actually. With the two, not the two dogs. The two dogs. The lady part. No, it was just because, like, she just walked in with the two dogs. I'm just
Serena, you insult me more on accident, which is way worse than anybody else insults me. It's insane.
That's Jerrod. That's probably her easiest job of the day.
Probably. I mean, yeah, anti-aging stuff. Now I'm a 55-year-old obese woman from Florida. What? And I have a poodle and a Shih Tzu. Her dogs are Great Danes.
Wait, did you really just say like you with the two dogs?
That lady reminds me.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
I see the resemblance. I see the
poodle and a Shih Tzu. They'd be in the back room doing a merger of equals.
Yeah. What are we talking about? We're not just flying past this. How do I remind you of that lady?
Well, since you spoke of it,
and don't hold back now.
I can remember the scene when she walks in with the two dogs running in front of her, and all I see when I sit here is Sunday and Butter run, and you're just holding them, and like that's exactly kind of what.
Well, I hold them with one hand, Serena, so I can also hold my gut while I run. Actually.
And someone was hurt.
Kathy Bates?
Yes,
Kathy Bates. Is that the actress?
Yes.
She's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
And then she sits there and goes, so it takes two to you to do one job.
Oh, because they're like Great Danes, right?
Yeah, yeah. And she's like...
Jerrod, I feel like we're dashing our hopes of Teck ever being online again.
And then they won't come on the show anyway. Whatever. Actually, we have had them on the show. It was great.
Ta-da!
Yeah, she's like, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, it's good.
No, I was trying to think of that movie she was in with James Caan. And it was very serious. It was scary. And she was a crazed fan, and he was injured, and she had him trapped in her house.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it.
She's a great actress,
no,
and I mean that was a comedic role, obviously, but she's done some really great dramatic.
Is that it?
Misery.
Misery. Is that
Misery?
Misery, right?
Yeah, I think that was her.
Yes,
in it.
Yes, it was.
She was the crazed fan, and I think he was an author or something. It's an old movie.
She was
anyway,
the fan. Oh, crazy.
She was the fan.
Wow.
And he had become injured, and she took him into her house, and then she wouldn't let him leave. And anyway.
Oh boy. Oh, that is scary. It's worth noting, ironically, that there's a poodle hanging on the wall in that picture you just brought up. The show's from.
I think you're seeing things.
No, I'm not. Bring it back
Is it
up.
a photo or a sketch? Is it?
No, it's a little. There's a little trinket hanging on the wall, and it's a little
I see
poodle.
what you're saying. Yes, he's right.
So yeah, we're exactly
Poodle
the same.
doodle.
But anyway, but that was a great segue from the Anglo Teck. I do think like it's funny because people are like, now they're going to be more ripe for like an even bigger takeover by one of like the even bigger players. It will be interesting to see if this merger does lead to another one of these big players trying to.
But it hasn't happened yet, right, Rory?
Acquisition. They're saying 12. The board fully recommends, so it's 12 to 18 months out, they're saying.
Yeah.
And the reason that they're doing the headquarters in Vancouver is to appease the government because they blocked any takeover attempt last time with Glencore. So that's part of that process as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, for sure.
Rory, when that just curious because you'd know more about this. If they do that, that headquarters in Vancouver, does that do anything for? Does that make a difference? Is that like a like Canada will get more taxes from it? The executives will come here more. Like, does it change anything really?
It just maintains some employment,
like local
in my mind,
like administrative.
Well, the people in the Vancouver office are still there.
Right. Okay. So it's like an administrative management employment, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know from a taxation perspective or revenue coming into to Canada what it means, but I think the primary thing is it maintains those jobs don't disappear in the first few years.
Right.
In the first, yeah.
Right. And
that merger of equals, like they're spinning it though, like Roy said, it's a farce. It's not even close. Anglo American is just, they're a behemoth. Like
But is there
huge.
A difference but there's a difference in terms of how the shares, like how shareholders get rewarded, right? It's a difference.
Yeah, exactly. They get, the Anglo American, they get a much bigger share of the new company than the Teck shareholders.
Yeah, based on current share prices
but it's a sorry, I probably should know this, but it's a conversion of the share. It's not like the shareholders get bought out in this case.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. It's going to be converted. So every share, I looked it up. So every share, I'm going to pull it up there. I think it's 1.6. So if you have a share of Anglo right now and you wait till the merger, you're going to get 1.6. Plus a special dividend that's going to be paid of $4 per share as well. I want to get you the actual number because it's going to be, let me see if I can find it here. Anglo American shareholders to own 62.4%. So I said that wrong. So they're going to get 62.4%. Teck shareholders to own 37.6%. So that's the merger of equals that Roy is talking about. The merger of equals is if you're a Teck shareholder, you get 37% of the new company. So all the voting power will be with the big shareholders,
which
Anglo American.
Is an easy calculation from the market caps.
Exactly.
It's got to be what it's based on, and you don't base it on future earnings, and you don't base it on potential, because once the companies are combined, the in the ground assets are owned by the merged company.
Yeah.
So it's got to be based on a point in time valuation.
But if there's a hostile takeover, then do the shareholders, like if you're like what happened with Rona a few years ago? Who was it? Was it Lowe's that tried to do a hostile takeover of them? Those shareholders.
Hostile takeover is really simple, Jerrod. Is your company is worth $10 a share? I own 25% of it now. I've been buying it on the market. I come in and I go, I will pay $12.50 a share to, get 51 or 55% control of the company. And you put the number out there and shareholders have a choice.
Yeah.
And the board recommends that they don't do it because of the great future, everything. But if you're a short-term investor, and you can gain, 25 or 30% or whatever on your investment. So that's a hostile takeover.
So would a small shareholder then, though, like someone who only owns, a handful of shares, would they get paid out for that? Or if they're only taking over 51%, though, then I'm just curious how
they get paid out.
Everybody gets paid.
Get paid out. Yeah. Everybody gets paid. The shareholders all get paid.
In the merger, they won't get paid. Right? It's just that you're a new
Anglo American Anglo American, they'll get a bump in their share. Like they'll basically
get a dividend, right, Rory?
Yes, they're getting a special.
So they don't get their shares bought from them,
right.
but their share value changes. But they will get a one-time
special dividend,
not the normal dividend. They'll get a one-time special dividend,
almost like a commission for owning the shares. Yeah.
The other thing, so I played. So arbitrage is something that like Buffett has quite a bit of experience with. He's done pretty well on it. I have not. I tried it with Tapestry was going to take over Capri Holdings. And so I bought Capri Holdings based on like, okay, this deal is going to finish in, like it should finish in 6 to 8 months. So I kind of calculated out what my return would be. I was going to get more Tapestry shares. This is all in retail, so nothing to do with heavy industry at all. And then the current administration decided that they couldn't, they fought off the merger. So that was the government blocked it in the US. My share values tanked in Capri. I made up way more than that with Tapestry because then the market actually, in a way, it got Tapestry into the spotlight of how good they were running. So I did end up, it ended up being a win, but I lost. If I had to put like a huge position into Capri, I didn't. I would have lost like big time, but it was an experiment for me. So it was actually cool to follow like even like the court proceedings and just seeing like the government's arguments. And of course the judge sided with the government.
New York judge?
I don't know why. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know why a judge would side with the government when the government's paying their wages. I don't know why that would ever happen.
It's hard to say.
Anyway, it's interesting though, but like in this side of it, but like
Funky judge.
Yeah, this side of it, there's not going to be any. They're still going to go through those proceedings, but like Roy said, like keeping it in Canada is very strategic given the current environment.
Yeah. Okay, Rory, time we've talked about it a bit. Now you got to. So, are you naming this winner or loser?
I think this is a big win for Anglo American shareholders. Yes, absolutely.
Does that mean Tech's on the other end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it a winner and loser this week?
No. I'm just going to go with the winning side. Anglo American, definitely the winning side. Yeah.
What, are you running for office? What do you think about Tech?
I think we
all have a lot to think about.
It's kind of sad because I was like, Tech was that company. I was like ready to buy at some point. So, but what I will say is given their current revenue and their market cap, in the fact that they're going to be still like that merger, I love the assets of both companies, especially in that copper market. I was looking at the 5-year markets for copper. The fluctuations are they're not that volatile right now. It's kind of like that $4 baseline and above. And I think there's a huge value. So like looking at the market cap, when there's a time where that goes way below their revenue, I will be looking at it heavily.
That's it's an interesting. I'm not surprised with copper because copper at one time, I mean, it's always been important, but now with electrification, copper is it's just a thing it's just not even close to going away, and there's not even close to enough being mined.
No.
Yeah. So it's
unreal.
Yeah. And you know there's all kinds of things happening in the States, but the States is downplaying electrification. But at the same time, U.S. administration just identified copper as a critical mineral.
Yep.
For distancing themselves from a fossil fuel economy.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting. They're not aligned, the two departments within the government.
I do wonder though, Rory, if it is a bit of a case of you've sort of got the media narration of it, or even the way the politicians talk about it, but then you also have sort of the reality is where a wind farm in, some valley somewhere is a terrible idea. Maybe a wind farm and a solar farm in another area is a great idea. Up in Colorado, great for solar.
Jerrod, I don't know if Roy was on. Remember that episode we looked because we were looking at how renewable energy would do.
Yeah.
In So we were looking at this company, Roy. It's based out of Florida, NextEra, I think it was. And the profit margin that they have started generating, because they're putting in huge capital into like renewable energy down in the States, like, but strategic. It is so they're generating massive like profit returns on these projects.
Yeah, and I think the administration. So just to sort of button up the point was that as soon as the government cuts funding, that signals, we don't support it. But it also can just signal, well, now it's a more even playing field because
did they cut funding, Jerrod?
Well, like a Tesla, they're not going to get like subsidies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for some people, a Tesla, like they've done studies. If you drive a certain amount per day and live in a certain area, an electric car is a much at the retail price, just to buy the car, is a much better option. If you're rural and, my family hauling horse trailers around, it's a terrible option, right? It just
Come on,
depends.
Jerrod, you got to get your sisters buying some Cybertrucks. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I finally saw a Cybertruck hauling a trailer that I was like, yeah, so my car, my SUV, has way more power. It was pathetic.
Yeah, they're not.
That's a Cybertruck.
No, but I talked to a guy. He does landscaping, and that's what he uses. He has a couple of them going, and I guess they work great for what he's doing. Yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect for him. Like, getting around, and there's no fuel from the initial investment, and that. So, anyway, my point was, I do wonder if that's what we're going to see a shift. Is just electrification becomes where there is a clear long-term business case. I wonder if you're going to see that shift. I don't know enough about it to really have an opinion, but
no, the thing about critical minerals, and every country defines them differently. Like, as an engineer, you would think you would define a critical mineral from a technical perspective, but that's not how they're being defined. They're being defined from a political perspective. Yeah. So, do they help you in transitioning from a fossil fuel based economy to a more eco-friendly economy? Are they a strategic mineral in terms of defense and supporting your allies? These are the things that countries are using to define what a critical mineral is.
Right. So that's what I was actually saying. So then is it now pivoting though, as opposed to, the word transition gets used all the time. Is it just switching from the word transition to expanding?
I think
energy.
So. I think it's
energy capability.
Recognizing this is a critical mineral in terms of being able to be self-sufficient as a country.
Yeah.
That type of thing. What countries do we depend on for it?
Yeah.
And the U.S., Chile is the largest copper producer in the world, but the U.S. has some big projects that could get started with government support that have been kind of in irons. Is that the word? I'm not a sailor,
Copper.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, Resolution
Copper got blocked, and so that was like there was a bit of an uproar about that because they're like, we need to get this going, so they're trying to fast track it. The other thing too is now with like the energy use, you've got like these massive data centers for like AI.
Yeah,
like I just saw that,
which are also full of copper.
OpenAI just did a $300 billion deal with Oracle for computing power. And it's only over like the next 4 or 5 years. It's massive.
Did you see that, Rory? Is that the head guy from Oracle has taken over Elon Musk as the richest man in the world?
Insane.
I saw that a couple of days ago or yesterday.
They went up like 50% in like 5 days.
Yeah, but Elon's working right now on that 10-year deal, which is that's wild.
Oh, are you talking about the $1 trillion plan?
I should have mentioned Elon because I know Jerrod's a fanboy.
Yeah. I'm a fan of success.
I know that would get him going.
I'm a fan of success. I don't care who it is.
Are you not a fanboy, Roy, of Elon? He is wild. Yeah. Don't even get started on his production.
It's smart what Tesla's doing with him, though. They're basically saying, okay, if you behave... You can have $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is and apparently they met like 10 times. Those must be the funniest meetings. So like, okay, here's the thing you have
Jerrod,
said.
He's got Wall Street Journal came out with an article about his kid management. He's got a separate arm because he's got so many kids.
Yeah.
They don't actually know how many. He's got an investment house managing that.
My.
So he's got because he's also a donor. I won't even mention it, but he's like donating.
Right.
He's got kids in every continent.
Well, because.
You know what?
Because, just let me tell everybody, this is not a conspiracy. This is just fact. This is fact. What he's doing is he's basically creating Star Wars. So he's going to make all these little aliens, and they're going to go out to all these different planets. Remember I said this. This is true. This
actually comes from the Roman times, his strategy, apparently.
Oh, great.
So Eric, are they Elon walks?
Yes, I like that.
Ewoks.
Yeah.
Okay. First the E-crawls and then E-walks.
Oh, man. Yeah. No, he's a wild boy. I'll say one more thing. There's a great interview with him and Jordan Peterson. And Jordan Peterson, who's very like family value based, and he goes and says to Elon, like, oh, well, so you must like kids. Like, you've got a lot. And he's trying to get like a family conversation going. Elon's like, yeah, kids are great. He just nothing.
Can you name them?
Oh no, there's just nothing. He can't do it. And you can see Jordan Peterson like, yeah, I should maybe bail on this. It's pretty funny. Rory, any words of wisdom? I think Rory, you managed to not really answer about the Tech winner or loser side, but you picked a winner.
No. Anglo American, big win.
Big win. I know. I'm talking about the Tech side.
To be determined.
TBD. Yeah. Rory, what wisdom do you have for us? We've waited a long time to get to your segment, and maybe that's fitting.
The wait's been well worth it, Jerrod.
Yeah.
Because, well, first of all, I thought that the merger of equals discussion was a great segue into marriage. But then you brought up Elon, which is even a better segue into marriage, because, I mean, who would be a better expert? What's he at? 4 of them now?
4 what?
What?
4?
Let's find out.
That was 10 years ago. What do we 4? That's child's
So I'm just a rookie in this area.
Yeah.
I've only had 1.
He doesn't get married anymore.
No, he doesn't get married anymore.
No, it doesn't get married any less either. But as I said at the start, and actually I found it interesting. We posted on Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer the Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer survival guide, marriage survival guide.
I did.
And
fantastic.
And I always get responses from people, and all of this is tongue in cheek. We have fun with it, but a lot of the responses I get are serious. And I had some feedback from one gentleman who was on his 3rd marriage, and he said, I wish I'd read this in my first marriage. And
oh no.
And I'm thinking, like, you read it.
Oh, I screwed up my whole life.
And I sent a note. I said, when you read this, have a couple of grains of salt beside you. Like, it's all for fun, right? But I guess people read between the lines and see some things in there that make sense. So,
well, you said get along with your in-laws. I'm like, let's not do that.
I still remember that line that behind every successful man is a surprise mother-in-law, and you're never good enough for her daughter, you got to do a lot of work to get there. That's for sure.
I think it's harder with the sons.
The bank account is very important. That'll smooth over some things.
Well, I said that too. I said I said healthy bank account and quality time apart are 2 keys to a long-term. Yeah,
I mean that is
marriage.
true though. I mean that's not tongue in cheek. That is actually true, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
No, if you Google it, people will say quality time together. So I guess I'm just looking at the other side of the coin.
Speaking of in-law, there's a funny one.
Can we read a comment quickly, Roy? Because this is amazing. Won't mention the name.
Tom Plangio.
We tell people neither of us wanted custody of our 2 teenage daughters, but we both wanted the dog.
Oh, Tom.
I don't know if you read my reply to that, because I said I said he should get the dog because that's man's best friend, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh man, people are so mean. I remember I saw a thing where it was with Dr. Phil, and I guess his he got invited out to like an in-law thing. This is when him and his wife were first like seeing each other. He said, like, they're not married; they're just seeing each other, and he said, no, I really don't enjoy being around your family. So let's just not.
Red flag, yeah.
They've been married for like a long time. And they just agreed, like, if we don't like each other's family, we just won't be. And they just agreed to it.
Well, they both don't like each other's.
And because his whole thing was, he's like, basically, yeah, it's a red flag. So he'll just get it out of the way right away and just let her know, not a fan. And so he just doesn't spend time with her family. Just doesn't go. I'm like, okay.
I agree with that.
Okay. Okay.
Let me jot that one down.
I don't want to get you in trouble. That is not. But please,
we
I do want to hear what you have to say.
And eliminate.
It's just
eliminate them.
I get how tough it is, especially this is to like moms out there. I don't get it. I don't get how a mom towards the son, if the son marries a wife or has a wife, the wife will never be good enough because either, the husband's helping clean, cook, or whatever it is. And oh my God, the guy should not be doing that. That's a woman's job or whatever it is. But then on the daughter's side, if she marries a man who helps clean, cook, and oh my God, the guy's amazing.
Right.
And I go, wait, so your son is not great for helping. So you look down on the wife, but your daughter has an amazing husband because he cooks, cleans, and I don't get it.
That is an interesting observation.
So how do you maneuver
it seems like
that?
It's a double standard. Shocking for an in-law.
Right.
Well, I don't mean to get weird on the show, but I'm going to. There is an amazing book. I'll remember it after we bring it up on the screen. It's not like The Origins of Man, but something like that. And it
Is that the one I was trying to read?
Yeah, and it's all this stuff about if you look at ancient history, like things that are like written on like stone, there's this thing, and there's always like the great mother. And basically there's a great mother that like consumes, and then there's like the great mother that like brings out greatness. And it's the whole mother-in-law jokes and all this stuff. It's actually it's as old as basically documented history of men. That has been documented of this
the
difference.
movie was called Monster-in-Law, right?
Yeah, that's a documentary, right, Rory?
Yeah, I think so.
But it is that book is a very interesting.
I'm pulling up the name. I have it in my Kindle. I'm trying to find it.
It's very interesting. That basically there's a version of like someone who wants to see like growth and expansion, and then there's someone that consumes and wants like
Is it Origins of History of Consciousness?
That's right. History of Consciousness. That's right. Yeah.
The Origins and History of Consciousness.
Yeah. And
okay. No, not the one.
It's a very fascinating book, and it really comes to there's a difference between someone who calls a 2-month-old a baby and someone who calls a 40-year-old a baby still.
Isn't there also like there's a series, I don't know what it's called, but it's literally about how mothers are like smothering their kid. Like it's something about their dating, and it's like a reality thing that's super popular.
That sounds like I thought that was just helicopter parenting.
No, but it's literally about that. It's like the boy is dating someone, and the mother is like they're a mama's boy, and whatever the mom
they
says.
Make lots of movies. Again, it's this old history though. This is not a new phenomenon. It's not helicopter parents, or it's a very old concept. It's very interesting, actually. Carl Jung said that this book was the book he wished he could have written because he was just too brilliant. So he would he had to make 10 books to make one point, and this guy sort of compiled it into one book. So anyway, Roy, any tips for us on
not now after you've talked about a book like that. I'm talking about a blog on cranky old men drinking beer.
I didn't read it.
I
just
think
read
we're in
summary.
the same league, really.
No, I think you are.
Well, I'm not an engineer.
You just summarized it. I think you just summarized.
Well, we know that.
I definitely
Let's talk about the top 5 bridges. Is this going to be a show about dental hygiene or what?
Roy, give us a little advice, though. What's some real advice you have? Let's be serious for a second. How?
Okay, I'll be serious for a second. And everyone talks about, and this is good advice for you guys, because everyone talks about work-life balance. Okay, that's incorrect. It's life balance. Okay, always remember that work is a part of life. They aren't two separate things, and so if you reframe it and think about it in terms of life balance, and how are you going to balance all those things? Because what we did is we started talking about work-life balance. So you almost equate the two, when you talk about balance, but that's wrong. It's life balance, and it's hard when you're an entrepreneur, but you always have to keep those priorities in mind. So think of it as life balance.
Did you? I actually have a very specific question, though. Did you have to ever communicate with your wife at sort of different points in your life to say, like, especially as an entrepreneur, like this next year is going to be a busy one. This is going to be a tough one.
When we started cementation, Susan was on the phones in the office, and after 3 months, she asked to get paid, and I had to let her go.
Mm-hmm. Good man.
We're still married, which is probably the reason why. But she understood the business and what we were doing, and I would talk to her about business plans and different things like that. And when we started cementation, our kids were I'm trying to think of but they weren't little kids anymore. They were in public school, going into high school. Very difficult. Now we do some daycare for our son with a 1-year-old grandchild, and that's a different challenge on its own, especially with both parents working.
Right.
So yeah, you really have to figure it out together, because especially if you're an entrepreneur, you've probably got to sell your spouse, your partner, the same way you would sell an investor on what you're trying to do. You know what I mean?
You should be more honest with the investor.
Why are you doing it? Why are you spending all this time building this company?
Yeah.
Good thing our spouses don't watch this. Phew.
Oh, mine sure doesn't.
No.
I don't care. But I think do you think like when it comes to that balance, I mean, work is work, and when you need to be at work, you need to be at work. No matter what your spouse feels about. Like, I know that so many people think when, you're such a workaholic, or you're always there, you're never here, or when you're here, you're never here, that sort of idea. But it's like, without work, we don't have a life.
Well, it's funny you're saying that, because we were sitting around having some drinks, a couple, and the woman made a comment. She's like, "Oh, he works like," and I know the guy, and he works really hard, and I just said, "Oh, I hate those losers. These guys they're working and like spending extra time trying to make money. Oh, it's just, they suck." It was actually funny, because then she quickly then she's like, no, I love that he works. All of a sudden there's a huge shift.
The life balance though is accurate, because like sometimes the time requirement like the 40-hour thing, whoever made that up, good on them. But it's like, if you're running a small business, good luck.
But what you're
Well,
saying,
it depends
Rory,
on the job.
but what Rory's saying is like it's life. Like work is part, going back to the office, and it's made as a joke, but I actually agreed with him when someone said, "Hey, it's just business; it's not personal." To Michael, he's like, "Business is the most personal thing there is."
What could be more personal than business?
Yeah. And it's like some people think that you shouldn't involve your family with it and all that sort of stuff. I don't really even agree with that stuff either. It's like it is your life. It's a huge part of people's life, their work.
It's the majority of your waking time for the most part.
And people are most afraid of things that they don't understand. If they don't understand what's going on and you're just burnt out or irritable or they don't know what's going on.
Well, I also think if you're not ready to endure that sort of lifestyle of someone who works hard or that sort of job that they have or are working towards, then, don't start a relationship with that person.
And the other thing, when someone says, oh, he or she brought their work home with them, whenever I talked with my wife about work, she was engaged in the conversation and she would offer solutions and so on. I tried to sense when I was over the line. In other words, I'm talking too much about it. Sometimes people don't get that.
Yeah.
And come home and all they talk about is work. And then your partner is
more burnt out than you.
Eventually sick of it.
Yeah.
You've got to balance. That's another thing you've got to balance, right? And I believe your partner, your spouse, should be interested in it, but you have to gauge at what point you've crossed the line, and now it's just become a boring diatribe instead of an interesting discussion.
Yeah. And don't just tell the bad stories either. Don't just come home and bitch.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Oh, yeah. Righteous indignation is, might be the number one conversation starter in our society. I don't know. There's a deep thought for you.
Coming soon on another segment.
Oh yeah. Okay, we should wrap up. I actually do have to go to a meeting soon. We've got some time here though. We got to do a beer review. We got to do a beer review from the capital of beautiful British Columbia.
Sean Hoyne
Rory,
is the owner.
Mr. Bamford, what do you think of the beer?
Yes.
What do you think of this Pilsner?
Oh man!
Why am I
you
yelling?
know what? I need to go get that other one Roy recommended because it gave me heartburn.
Ooh, yikes!
All right.
Yeah.
So we're
Pepto-Bismol.
Could have used
cross that sponsor opportunity off the list.
I just saw an ad.
What
I
happened?
just saw an ad for like a Pepto or with some other thing, and it's like eat what you love, and it's got this woman getting ready to eat this huge, disgusting burrito. And it's like don't eat that. Like, don't take that so you can eat this. Like, what is
So I do want to read this because I don't know if Roy was going to, but it says, on the third night, I handed my sweetie a tall, slender Pilsner, perfectly poured, while holding it up and gazing either at it
this is uncomfortable.
or threw it at me. She said softly, "You are so fine to me." Not what I would have written about this beer.
I'm curious if this is why this was picked by Roy and his marriage.
Founder, Tom Pelangio. What is happening?
This is Harlequin Pilsner, not Hoyne.
Oh
boy.
The heartburn sucks. Like, that sucks. It's probably just the early morning beer,
Oh, it's not that early.
Jerrod.
Yeah, it might have been the breakfast burrito too.
As mining now extraordinaire, Jerrod, on the top 5. What do you think of this delightful beverage?
Who also reads the first 5 pages of really deep books.
I do notice on the Conscious of Origin, Jerrod, I have 1% red, so you can ask me anything about it.
It's insane. I'm like,
the words are insane.
So
It's
everybody
like, what does that
watching,
mean?
any books that are recommended here have not actually been read.
I'm only recommending the first 5 pages of anything.
This is a beer of the month club show, not a book of the month club show.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
God.
I would make. By the way, if you ever go to Vancouver, go visit Blodell. There is a parrot there.
I thought you were gonna say
Serena, you laugh at funny things. It's so random. It's
like, you know what I find funny? I find that Serena has no input at all until like that. You're almost like, is she even listening? Is she even paying attention
and then
to
just
us?
something pops up that just gets you. Speaks to your heart. Rory, what did you...
Sorry.
I want to know what you think I was going to say. Visit,
no, it's
blow,
fine.
what?
No, it's fine. Continue.
Okay. But there's a parrot. You don't even initiate it. It sucks you in. It starts dancing, and then so you start copying it, and then it starts playing peekaboo. And so we started playing peekaboo, and then it went peekaboo. It's that one. Yep.
Oh, I know that one.
She is paying attention.
He's so awesome. He's so awesome. He initiated it. He set the games that he wanted to play with us. He was doing different weaves. It was so fun. This beer
This is the same guy that is recommending the book, The Origins of Consciousness. Who plays peekaboo with the
parrot.
Blodell the parrot.
He was with his child.
No,
Roy.
I wasn't. Actually, Rory, don't pretend to know my life.
He wasn't with his child, Roy. He just went to visit the parrot.
Baby girl was
There was
not
research for work.
Hey.
He's a workaholic.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I actually like the beer. Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, I think it was just me.
Rory, what do you think? I'm curious. What did you think of this beer? This is the important thing.
I think it was just Rory. Because I thought it was
nice.
You know, it was a little bit sweeter than a typical Pilsner, but it had the Pilsner finish to it. I liked that combination. Like it was like a lager body with a Pilsner finish, and very little bitter, a little bit dry and crisp on the end. Didn't have that acidic or acerbic taste some Pilsners have. I really enjoyed it.
What do you score it?
Great.
That's a 16.
Nice.
Solid 16 for me.
Great. That's great.
Rory, you don't know anything.
Good job, Hoyne. You guys are awesome.
Were you drinking it from that cup you haven't washed in 2 weeks?
No. I stayed away from that. I
saw Lenny. Lenny was pinching his nose. The smell of that cup was so bad.
What's interesting, I'm brewing a new brew in that cup. Oh. I'm just like mixing some in. Roy, when you mix a Pilsner, a lager, and a stout, what ends up growing in that? What does that become?
Kombucha, right?
It grows more disgusting with time is what grows.
Well, have you seen these like old ladies that brew like kombucha and that?
Mm-hmm.
These
my brother-in-law is brewing mead.
Well, that was going to be. I was going to go on about these psycho old ladies. It's my mother brews it. And then she hands it to you to try it. And she's like, no, there's no alcohol in it. I'm like, I don't know.
The fruit flies are staggering.
This is pretty potent. Rory, what is your brother-in-law?
Mead. My brother-in-law is brewing mead.
Isn't that like the Canaanites or something? What's mead?
Yeah, it's honey. It's honey made from wine.
I thought you said he was growing weed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, boy.
Which is pretty typical BC. I think half of the population of BC does that as a hobby, isn't it?
I think. Yeah, well, that's a whole other topic. Rory, is it like, have you tried it? Is it good?
Mead's good. Yeah, mead's really good.
Isn't that like an ancient drink?
Yeah. It's literally just wine. You can get up to like 17% if you.
It's a honey wine type thing.
Oh wow, it looks really nice.
You can flavor it too, Serena. You can put in some blueberries, some peaches. You can get all kinds of good stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now we know what Serena's going to do.
Yeah.
Serena, I'll bring a bottle next time.
Oh, Rory, speaking of bottles, I got a quick little insight into your life regarding a new car. I'm not sure if you recognize that term, but I got to understand a little bit about your past, and it was really interesting.
Yeah. It's it's good to have a good car for the right setting. I'll say that.
Rory used to drive around with alcohol and visit people's weddings. It's like Wedding Crasher, but for booze.
Okay.
Specifically mine. Specifically my wedding.
It's required in religious factions.
It is. It's just, weddings with no alcohol.
You need some happy juice.
Put the religion aside, family. Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I love my.
Amen,
I can't deal.
brother.
Amen, brother. Okay, well, thank you everybody for watching. There's literally nobody watching anymore. There's not one viewer anymore.
I haven't been listening for a while myself.
It's one of those things. It gets to a point. It's like if someone is still listening, you don't really want to meet that person. That's that point of the show. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, hosts and producers. And Serena, you have the same shoes as me. Just saw that. Okay.
Size or style?
I don't know. I haven't.
See, now I cannot really take anything Zarina says seriously because, especially against you, I just kind of feel like.
Yeah.
You dress the same.
I have really small.
That's an insult. No, I didn't mean it like that.
What do you mean it like? What do you mean it like, Serena?
Like, I don't dress like a guy, do I?
That's not what I said. I didn't say that.
No, but we could both still have good style.
Yeah, that's true.
We could both just have good style.
That is true.
Now, you are wearing slippers, but... Okay. All right, thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next episode of The Crownsmen Show.